Hello everyone, my name is Stella Bay and I'll be going over briefly the different ways academic advisors can use technology to further enhance the advising experience for our students. So this is an outline of what I'll be talking about. I'll be going over some background information on why I chose the topic, the types of technology that advisors can use, the applications technology has in advising, a conclusion over this topic, and finally the references I used for this project. I chose this topic because as we get more students every year, these students are more prone to consuming technology on multiple avenues, whether it's social media, using their cell phone, WhatsApp, all these types of ways to communicate. It keeps advancing. So these are a few quotes from our academic advising textbook that really points out the importance of technology in academic advising today. Technology has had and will continue to have a profound effect on academic advising. Furthermore, nothing changes as rapidly as technology. As technology as technology advances, our skills and knowledge as advisors have to advance as well. Young people don't see tech as a separate entity. It's an organic part of their lives. Talking to young people about the role of technology in their lifestyle would be like talking to kids in the 1980s about the role the park swing or telephone played in their social lives. It's invisible. You know, a lot of these students, they spend 6+ hours a day on their phones. It's a part of them. So to ask them to, um, anyways. And then finally, the use of technology can enhance the relationship between advisors and advisees through the way students access information. Using technology can expedite the information as well as simplify and increase access to said information. Because there's so much technology that can be used and is used today, such as advising websites from your institution or software such as PeopleSoft and Banner, I decided to focus on the tools of technology that advisors can utilize. Some of these types of technology are instant messaging like Yahoo Messenger or Facebook Messenger, social networking sites, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, email and listservs. A lot of institutions are using Outlook. Course management systems, like Blackboard, Angel Learning, podcasts, which we're all very familiar with, their cell phones, and blogs. Oops. So each of these tools have pros and cons in terms of advising. For instance, email and listservs has the ability to reach out to students quicker and efficiently, but at the same time, students don't really use email and might end up missing important announcements. So these are some of the trends that I've seen with the papers I've read, and they all state very similar things. Of the technology tools utilized by advisors, the most frequent was email and the least was instant messaging. More students prefer to receive their information via email versus social media such as Facebook, which is interesting when we think about how a lot of students don't really check their emails. So older students who are not part of the net generation, and when I talk about net generation, um, a lot of the papers define it as, students who have grown up with technology. If they don't use the term net generation, they use the term digital natives as opposed to digital immigrants who did not grow up with technology. They came to technology later in their lives and careers. Well, these students, these digital immigrants, were less comfortable than the digital natives. And then finally, using social media actually allowed students to recall the information advisors gave them and ultimately help them keep track of their academic progress and success. By using different means to connect to students, it allows the advisor to be more approachable to students. Some students who are shy in person, they when they have this different avenue of interacting with their advisors, such as instant messaging, it'll show that relationship, it'll allow that relationship to build more. Using technology also engages students in a more personal way because we're using something that they're familiar with, and at times it might even give them a sense of comfort. We're meeting students where they are. This phrase appeared a lot in many of the papers, and What many institutions mean when they use this phrase is because students use social media constantly, the average use of social media is approximately 6 hours a day. This phrase is used to incorporate social media use within academic advising. This was a screenshot from the Riviera University. They're utilizing Facebook in their academic advising office to, talk about important events, when to schedule appointments, and everything like that. And it really allows, by using technology, it really allows these students to have access to their advisors outside office hours. They can post questions on the Facebook wall, shoot the advisor an email, and more. In conclusion, many technologies can be appropriately adopted and adapted for academic advising purposes. If academic advisors want to reach their advisees and their advisees are living in a digital world, then advisors need to become a part of that world as well. This doesn't necessarily mean using just one way to reach students. Honestly, the best way is to use multiple methods to reach our students. There does need to be more research done on this topic. We need to look at the ethics of using technology with advising, especially when it comes to social media. Are we allowing, advisors to be friends with students on Facebook and things of that nature? Technology honestly is a way to build relationships with our students by learning from them, because they're going to be the ones who are able to use it and utilize it better than we can. So we need to take this opportunity to learn from our students. These are the resources or references that I used for this project. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email. Thank you.